This conference will now be recorded.
Shall we start, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, previously we talked
సార్
about
కష్టం అవదు సార్ 12 మెంబర్స్ వచ్చారు
the things. Nana? So previously we talked everything regarding mental health. So what is the definition? What are the main objectives of it? What are the various risk factors for it? How they have been classified under international classification of diseases, chapter 10, ICD-10, that is called. What are the major illnesses? What are the minor illnesses? So what are the various health services provided in mental health services? Okay, we talked all these things. Yes or no? So these are the mental health services. This is an essay question or short note for you people as it is. What are the various mental health services provided? And what are the various preventive programs related to it? What do you expand in elaboration with the district mental health services or DMHP, district mental health program? These are the very important questions so far asked for you people in the previous examination. So please do remember all those things. Okay, early diagnosis and treatment, rehabilitation, group and individual psychotherapy, mental health education, use of modern psychoactive drugs, aftercare services, everything. And these are the comprehensive mental health program things in services. Inpatient, outpatient, emergency services, diagnostic, pre-care and aftercare services, educational, training and research purpose is there, evaluation programs also will be there, services will be there, everything. Now we will deal with the alcoholism and drug dependence. Why? Because it is the greatest burden in our country. Everybody want to have their own this thing. Trans, those people are called trans. Every people is thinking that we have our own problems and we have to get rid of these things. So alcohol is the best way to get rid of all these things. It is an greatest this thing taboo. ఆల్కహాల్ తాగడం వల్ల మన బాధలన్నీ పోతాయి, మన బాధలన్నీ మర్చిపోతాము అనేది పెద్ద ఇప్పుడు సొసైటీలో ప్రివేల్ అవుతున్న అతి పెద్ద మూఢనమ్మకం. ఆల్కహాల్ తాగడం వల్ల మన బాడీకి బోత్ ఫిజికల్ అండ్ సైకలాజికల్ అండ్ physiological, in every possible way it causes damage only. Everybody will say that sir, minimum amount of alcohol will be very helpful, very healthful for our body, sir. In various books also we have studied, sir, but in our country, in India, it won't be possible to stop with 30 ml or 60 ml. Everybody wants to drink minimum 1 liter, 100 ml, then only they will get satisfied. That's why minimum amount of alcohol is also very injurious to health. Just remember, స్టైల్ కోసము ఏదో సోషల్ డ్రింకింగ్ కోసము అందరు తాగుతున్నారు, మనం తాగకపోతే మనల్ని చేతగాని వాళ్ళలాగా చూస్తారు, మనల్ని తక్కువలాగా చూస్తారు, మనకి ఏమీ రాదని చూస్తారు, వీరికి ప్రపంచం తెలియదని చెప్తారు. నథింగ్. Nobody should not feel in that manner. Why? Because lot of social burden, social problems are related to this alcoholism, drug dependence. Nowadays our India is floating with different kinds of drugs in every possible way, from starting from sniffing of this tubes to highest level cocaine, heroin, whatever overdose will fetch you a very life threatening conditions to you. That's why we have to know about all the drug dependence things and alcoholism. In this class we will learn what are the how various substances will damage our body and how is drug substance will become a drug abuse. What do you mean by psychological dependence? What do you mean by physical dependence? What do you mean by physiological dependence? Everything you should be knowing. Why you have to learn all these things? What is the main purpose? Why you have to know all these things? Whatever I am saying. Yes, anyone? ఎందుకు? Yes, am I audible?
Audible, sir.
సాకేత్ వినపడుతుందా?
Sir, understand.
నా చెప్పు ఆన్సర్. Why we have to learn all these things? We have to learn about alcoholism. Why we have to know about drug dependency? Why? What is the main reason about teaching of all these things and learning all these things? Anyone? Andaru? Everybody
Maintain
should share
normal,
their opinion. చెప్పనా?
నార్మల్ లైఫ్ లీడ్ చేయడానికి ఇవన్నీ కావాలి.
వెరీ గుడ్. బిహేవియరల్ చేంజ్, BCC అంటారు. To lead a good lifestyle. This is an primordial prevention. In early stages only we have to know all these things. Then only you will lead a good and better life in the future. And you have to educate all the people surrounding your PHC and surrounding your health sector. You should be in a condition to tell them that what are all the various substances will cause you which kind of damage. That's why you have to know everything, and we will deal from a simple words, that is drug. So how they classify the drug is WHO, any substance that when taken into the living organism which modifies one or more of its bodily functions. When you take a substance, so it will change its function, one or more functions. That is called drug, WHO. What do you mean by drug abuse? That is abuse, self-administration of a drug for non-medical reasons, both in quantities and frequencies, which may impair individuals' ability to function effectively and which may result in social, physical and emotional harm. Nowadays every possible harm is happening with drug abuse. You name it, it will happen with drug abuse. So what are all the factors associated with drug abuse? So why people are abusing the drugs like alcohol, cannabis, coke, heroin, LSD, MDMAs, methamphetamines, everything. Why people want to abuse all those drugs means these are all the factors associated with drug abuse. That is unemployment, the main reason. Then living away from the home, this is also a biggest reason, mainly in students. They're far from away from their home, So there is nobody to watch over them. So eventually they become that, yeah, it's my life, I want to enjoy my life. With their own agenda, they are doing drugs. Then relaxed parental control. So whenever parents give permission to their children, they obviously take it in a relaxed manner. Yeah, మా మమ్మీ వాళ్ళు డాడీ వాళ్ళు వదిలేశారు, సో నేను ఏదన్నా చేసి ఇంటికి వెళ్ళచ్చు, నన్ను ఏమి అనరు, నేను ఏం చేసినా నా ఇంట్లో చెల్లుతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఏ గుడ్ యాటిట్యూడ్ టువర్డ్స్ పేరెంట్స్. వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు మనకు అంత ఫ్రీడమ్ ఇస్తున్నారంటే, యూ షుడ్ మేక్ యువర్ ఓన్ చాయిసెస్ బట్ ఇన్ ఏ గుడ్ మేనర్, సో దట్ యూ కెన్ లివ్ ఏ పాజిటివ్ గుడ్ యాటిట్యూడ్ లైఫ్, healthyful life, not in a very badful manner. So you cannot be misunderstanding the definition of freedom from your parents. Just remember, yeah, పెరిగిండొచ్చు, ముద్దుగా పెరిగిండొచ్చు, కొంతమంది గారాబంగా పెరిగిండొచ్చు. So every parent will be thinking that we should give a good life to our children. So we should take it in a positive manner, not in an abusive manner. Parents ని abuse చేయడము, parents తో ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టు మాట్లాడడము, no, it's not possible. Even though they are wrong, you should correct in a positive manner, not like shouting or you should run away. Some people are running away from their home. Some people are making life threatenings to their parents. Some people are killing their parents. Some people are taking their own lives. Yesterday or day after day, 2 days kritamu, I have read a news article. One intermediate studying boy committed suicide. When I find out the reason behind it, it's very, very, very unethical. He wants to play online PUBG. He wants to play online PUBG. That's why he asked his parents regarding some money. So their parents scolded that you should not be wasting your money on online. Immediately he goes into his room and hanged himself. ఏమొచ్చింది? ఏం పబ్జి ఆడకపోతే ఏమైపోయింది? ఇప్పుడు అదే లైఫ్ అనుకుంటే ఎలాగా? అలా చేయడం తప్పు. That's what I meant to be. Relaxed parental control. This is also a factor associated with abusing drugs. Then alienation from the family. Lot of disputes will be there in the family. So everybody, some people may provoke that, రారా మామ మందేద్దాము, ప్రశాంతంగా ఉంటది, చిల్ అవుదాము, ఇవన్నీ మర్చిపోవచ్చు. That is not a positive attitude. You should not be doing that. Then early exposure to drugs, early exposure, and leaving schools early, dropouts, school dropouts, definitely they will land in drug abuse. Then broken homes, one parent family, single mother, single fathers, these are the main things. And large urban environment, by seeing also people will get motivated. That's why if you find any smoking or drinking thing on a silver screen, kinda scroll out under drinking is injurious to health, taking alcohol is injurious to health. Why? Because no silver screen should promote drugs, not even smoking. Why? Because by seeing also people will get provoked, people will get some kind of excitement and some kind of motivation. That's why they do drugs. Should not be doing that. Then areas where drugs are sold, traded or peddled, produced, ఇవన్నీ తెలుసుకోవడం వల్ల కూడా they want to do the drugs. So these are all the positive factors associated with drug abuse. Okay, clear? Are we clear? Are we clear? I need some response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So unemployment, living away from the home, relaxed parental control, alienation from the family, early exposure to the drugs, leaving school early, that means school dropouts, broken homes, large urban environments, areas where drugs sold, traded, or produced. So what do you mean by drug dependence? Drug dependence, this is an exact definition given. A compulsion, this point to be noted, compulsion to take the drug on a continuous or periodic basis in order to experience its psychic effects and sometimes to avoid the discomforts of its absence. Okay, na? That is what is called drug dependence. Compulsion will be there. A definitive inside draw will be there. So that's why, have you ever seen an alcoholic or any drug substance abuse dependent patient? You will never forget. He will do anything for the drug. Anything. If you say kill the other person, definitely will kill the person to get the drug. That's how people will get addicted to it. Mostly for heroin and cocaine. Highly addictive. Highly addictive. Even 1.1 mg also highly addictive. That's why we should not dare to do all these things at any cost. Always keep away from those drugs. Okay, this is the definition. Please do remember, a compulsion to take the drug in a continuous and a periodic basis in order to experience its psychic effects. చెప్పాను కదా ఇందాకనే, everybody wants to stay in their own trance. అందరూ ట్రాన్స్ లో ఉండి ఊగిపోతా ఉండాలి, అప్పుడు మనకి బాగుంటది. That's not the life. This is the definition provided for this thing, drug dependence. So what are all the drug dependence producing drugs? These are all the dependence producing drugs. The first thing will be alcohols. Definitely dependence will be coming for this alcohol. Then opioids, then cannabinoids. What do you mean by that? Cannabinoids, cannabis ఏంటి ట్రేడ్ నేమ్ ఏంది? marijuana. In other words, తెలిసి చెప్పట్లేదా, చెప్తే ఏమన్నా అవుతుందని చెప్పట్లేదా? ఈ మధ్య పేపర్స్ లో కూడా చదువుతున్నారు కదా, సుశాంత్ సింగ్ వగేరా వగేరా, ఎవ్రీబడి దే ఆర్ మేకింగ్ ఏ డ్రగ్ సిండికేట్స్. Ganja, that is a local name. Ganja, that is what is cannabinoids, cannabis. And sedatives are hypnotic drugs will be there. So those are the drug dependence producing one. Then comes cocaine, highly addictive and highly dependence will be coming with cocaine in all format, either with oral or sniffing or injection, everything. So what is the common side effect the people will be experiencing when use this cocaine? What is the common side effect? Yes, anyone? మా ఫార్మకాలజీలో చదివే ఉంటారు ఇవన్నీ. What is the common side effects with the usage of cocaine? Anyone? No one? Have you ever heard cocaine bugs? Have you ever heard
euphoria of
cocaine bugs? Cocaine bugs. చదవండి, రాసుకోండి, రాసి చదవండి. Cocaine bugs and other stimulants including caffeine. Caffeine is also a stimulant. That's why lot of people are addicted to caffeine. Then hallucinogens, hallucinating agents like all these things, cannabis, LSDs, MDMAs. Then tobacco is also an very notorious dependence drug which causes dependence. Then volatile solvents, some people are sniffing all these things, volatile solvents. And other psychoactive drug substances and drugs from different classes used in combination also. చాలా మంది యాంటీసైకోటిక్స్ కానీ యాంటీ డిప్రెసెంట్స్ కానీ రెగ్యులర్ గా వాడేస్తుంటారు టు మేక్ దెమ్సెల్వ్స్ హైపర్ ఫ్రమ్ ఏ స్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ డిపెండెన్స్ టు ఫ్రమ్ స్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ very hyper active. Those are also dependence producing drugs. We learn one by one. Ma clear kada? You remember, you have to remember this slide also, very important one. So what are the various symptoms of drug addiction? This is also an important short notes for you. The combination it will ask. Okay, loss of interest in sports and daily routine. This is the first symptom. Definitely people will be losing interest towards their daily routine. Hey entra babu, daily levale povale class, ide క్లాసులు 24 గంటలు, పొద్దున్నే లేవాలి, లేవగానే వన్ క్లాస్ వినాలి, వీన్ క్లాస్ వినాలి. No, daily routine is good for health. నీ డైలీ రొటీన్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గా జరుగుతుందంటే నువ్వు హెల్దీగా ఉన్నట్టు, నీ డే చాలా బాగా ఉన్నట్టు. జస్ట్ రిమెంబర్. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ అట్ ఆల్ ఎనీ డీవియేషన్ ఫ్రమ్ అవర్ డైలీ రొటీన్, we should be accepting the facts. On what basis I am losing my daily routine? On what reason, by what reasons, or by what things I am losing my daily routine? You have to work out on those things. Okay, then loss of appetite and body weight. This is also an very visible symptom. Loss of appetite will be there and loss of body weight also will be there. And then unsteady gait, clumsy movement, tremors will be there, fine tremors will be there. Then reddening of eyes, puffiness of eyes, unclear vision, slurring of the speech, fresh and numerous marks on the body, blood stains on the clothes. These are all the symptoms. This is how parents or caretakers should watch over for. There should not be any injection marks on your body. Just remember, no injection marks. If at all any medicinal purposes, okay, it is good, but not on drugs, please. These are all the symptoms. That is loss of interest in sports, loss of interest in daily routine, loss of appetite, loss of body weight, unsteady gait will be there, clumsy movements will be there, slurring of speech will be there, reddening of eyes, puffiness of eyes will be there, clear and vision will be unclear. Numerous and fresh injection marks will be there on body. Clothes will be stained with blood. Nausea, vomiting, body pains, drowsiness or sleeplessness, insomnia, lethargic, very passive. Okay, acute anxiety also will be there. Depression will be there. Profuse sweating also will be there. This is very commonly seen with the patient people who are taking tobacco orally. చేస్తుంటారు కదా గుట్కా ఆ మసాలా పాన్ మసాలా చింతకాయ మసాలా తొక్కల మసాలా అన్ని ఎనీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ tobacco by oral, it causes very in a fast manner anything, either it is a carcinogenesis or any disorder. Oral గా తీసుకునే దానికి టొబాకో చాలా ఫాస్ట్ గా రియాక్షన్స్ వచ్చేస్తాయి. Over a 1 or 2 years you will be getting all kinds of cancers. So these are the symptoms: profuse sweating, mood swings, mood changings, tempers will be there, tantrums will be there. Definitely for simple things people will lose their temper and behave in an aggressive manner. Tantrums అంటే బెట్టు చేయడం అన్నమాట. అదే పనిగా ఒక దాని కోసం ఏడవడం, గట్టిగా అది కావాలనడం, అది లేకపోతే ఉండలేకపోవడం. These are also symptoms. Depersonalization and emotional detachment. Depersonalization, completely ఒక 360 degrees టర్న్ అప్ ఇచ్చి కంప్లీట్ పర్సనాలిటీ చూపిస్తారు ఆ డ్రగ్స్ తీసుకోగానే. చాలా మందిని మీరు చూసే ఉంటారు, ఆల్కహాల్ ముందు ఒకలాగా ఉంటారు, ఆల్కహాల్ తాగగానే ఇంకో డిఫరెంట్ గా మనిషిలాగా బిహేవ్ చేస్తారు. Depersonalization, emotional detachment, impaired memory, impaired concentration, presence of needles, syringes and strange bags, strange things in their pockets, in their backpacks. All these things are the symptoms. Ma clear? Are you people getting what I am saying? అర్థమవుతుంది కదా?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So these are all the ఇది important question amma. Symptoms of drug addiction is then always an important question. You have to remember all these things. Loss of interest, loss of appetite and body weight, unsteady gait, clumsy movements, tremors, reddening and puffing of eyes, slurring of speech, fresh injection marks, blood stained clothes, nausea, vomiting, body pains, drowsiness, sleeplessness, lethargic, very passive, acute anxiety, depression, profuse sweating, mood changings, temper tantrums, depersonalization, presence of needles, injections and strange bags in their pockets and in their backpacks, impaired memory, impaired concentration, all these things. So how we have to prevent? How we have to prevent all these things? First thing will be legal approach, then educational approach, then community approach. These are the main preventive programs. That's why legal approach has been important largely. That's why drink and drive is not an option. Definitely they will be jailed. And having alcohol and smoking in public areas is also banned. Smoking in public areas is banned. Drinking in public areas is banned. These are some legal approaches. Then educational approaches. You have to tell the patients or tell the public what will happen if you take a drug and what will happen if you abuse the drug and what are the symptoms and what are the signs for this drug dependency and what are the various social problems related to it. Educational purpose. In the same way, community purpose also, community approach also. Then finally, treatment and rehabilitation. So many rehabilitation centers are available. Treatment, psychology, psychotherapy is also given. Drug addiction centers also been there. So I will ask you a question. What is a drug given to the alcoholic patients so that if they think to take the alcohol, they definitely will get the vomitings and retchings,
Disulfiram.
nausea, headaches. What is the drug? ఏనానా ఏంటి సుజిత్ ఏంటి
Disulfiram, sir.
ఏది ఏది ఏంద్రా సాయి భార్గవ్
Disulfiram, sir. Disulfiram.
డైసల్ఫురం వెరీ గుడ్ వెరీ గుడ్ ఎప్పుడన్నా డైసల్ఫురం తీసుకున్న పేషెంట్ ఆల్కహాల్ తీసుకోవడం చూసారు ఎప్పుడన్నా
వీడియోలో చూసాం.
ఓకే జీవితంలో మర్చిపోలేరు డైసల్ఫ్యూరం ఉన్న పేషెంట్ ఒక్కసారి ఒక్క ఆల్కహాల్ తీసుకుంటే గంట సేపు వామిటింగ్ చేసుకుంటాడు గంట సేపు రచ్చింగ్ విల్ బి దేర్ వ్యాక్ వ్యాక్ అని అంటానే ఉంటాడు సో దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ is also available with every kind of drug. And these are the preventive measures. So this is the final thing what I have to tell to you people. So you will never know what happens, what tomorrow will bring. That's why we should carefully plan for today. సో ఇంకా చాలా ఇచ్చారు డిఫరెంట్ డ్రగ్స్ గురించి. సో ఆల్కహాల్ తీసుకుంటే ఏమవుతుంది, ఓపియాట్స్ ఎలా డ్రగ్ డిపెండెన్సీ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తాయి, క్యానబిస్ ఎలా డ్రగ్ డిపెండెన్సీ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంది, ఎఫెక్ట్స్ ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి, ఎల్ఎస్డి ఏమేమి ఎఫెక్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి అని మా బుక్ ఇన్ యువర్ పార్క్ బుక్ they have given in a very good manner. So many things will be there. So what are the effects when the person takes LSD? Pharmacology chepali. Euphoria, very good. Inka main symptom
బ్యాడ్ ట్రిప్స్.
ఏనానా
బ్యాడ్ ట్రిప్స్.
బ్యాడ్ ట్రిప్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? బ్యాడ్ ట్రిప్స్ సిమ్టమ్స్ అడుగుతున్నా నేను.
హెల్యూసినేషన్స్ వస్తాయి సార్, ఇల్యూజన్స్ కానీ హెల్యూషన్స్.
Definitely every drug will produce euphoria, but at the same time depression also. LSD is fond of both peaks. The person stays in a continuously euphoric. If a person stays in a depressive mode, continuous depression, and the person will be seeing the music will be palpable and the colors will be noisy. You will hear the colors, music will be palpable. The person will see the music and hear the colors. This is what is happening with LSD patients. So with this cocaine also, euphoria, a lot of very hyperactive mode, all the things will be there. Okay, so every for alcohol also, in every possible manner, all the symptoms will be visible directly. With the cannabis, time will be very slow. Perception of noises, perception of this visibility, all these things will be changed. So this is regarding alcoholism and drug dependence, and you know what are all the preventive measures and what are all the symptoms of drug addiction. So the next immediate one will be the National Mental Health Program. So the program related to this mental health is National Mental Health Program, which is also an important question for you people. So as already we know that a person is said to be completely healthy when his physical, social and mental status are well. So taking care about mental health is an important event nowadays. Mental health is, so taking care of mental health is important event. So the first ఏనానా
ఈరోజు అయిపోవాలి సార్ టాపిక్.
ఏంటో అర్థం కావట్లా.
ఇది కూడా ఈ రోజైనా సార్ టాపిక్.
మెసేజ్ పెట్టు. వినిపించట్లేదా?
ఈ టాపిక్ కూడా ఈ రోజు అయిపోవాలి సార్.
ఈ టాపిక్ ఈ రోజు చెప్తారా?
కాలేదు సార్, ఈ రోజుకి ఎక్కువ అయిపోయింది.
ఏంటారా నాకు అసలు అర్థం కావట్లా, మీరు ఏమో ఆడుతున్నారు. నాకు కాల్ చేయమని. So our Indian government has launched the National Mental Health Program in 1982 to ensure availability of all mental health care services for all. Okay, so the program is introduced to encourage the application of mental health knowledge to take care in general health care and social development, to remove all the social problems. And a national advisory group on mental health was constituted under the chairmanship of secretary in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So this program belongs to Health and Family Welfare Department. So as a part of our National Mental Health Program, 11 institutions have been identified for imparting training in the basic knowledge and skill in the field of mental health to primary healthcare physicians and paramedical persons. So 11 institutes have been established in our country for all the purposes, to deliver the services, for the training purposes, to train all the primary healthcare physicians and the paramedical persons, all these things. And at present this program is covering 94 districts in our country. So what are all the various things related to NMHP? So what are all the aims, what are all the objectives, what are all the strategies, what are all the components? And at district level, district medical health program is also an important short note for you. Make a note. DMHP, district mental health program. Okay, so these are the aims. టైమింగ్ ఎంత లెఫ్ట్ ఉంది బాబు, ఎంత మిగిలింది టైమింగ్? అరే వినపడుతుందా అసలు నేను చెప్పేది?
వినపడుతుంది సార్.
వినపడుతుంది సార్.
ఎస్ సార్.
Good. So these are the aims of National Mental Health Program. So that is prevention and treatment of all mental health disorders and neurological disorders and their associated disabilities also, and use of mental health technology to improve general health services, and application of mental health principles in total national development to improve quality of life. How will you measure quality of life? Yes, anybody? How will you measure quality of life? Very simple question. Inta sepa.
PQLI sir.
Physical Quality Life Index.
Very good ma, very good, super. Inka PQLI, very good. Inka inkote next
Human
development sir.
very good, HDI. So what are all the components in a PQLI? PQLI lo ఏమేం components ఉంటాయి?
Infant mortality rate.
Very good, infant mortality rate.
Life expectancy. Literacy rate.
Life expectancy at
Age 1. Age 1.
First year. Then
Literacy rate.
enana?
Literacy rate sir.
Literacy rate, very good. So HDI composed of Human Development Index composed of which things?
Income sir.
Okay.
Literacy rate.
ఇంకోటి ఏంది?
Literacy rate.
Literacy rate, okay. Educational index.
And life expectancy. Life expectancy at birth. మా ఇవన్నీ చాలా సింపుల్ క్వశ్చన్స్, మీరు చాలా ఫాస్ట్ గా రిప్లై ఇవ్వాలి. మరేంటో చాలా లెథార్జిక్ ఉన్నారు. Okay, anyway, these are all the aims under the National Mental Health Program, that is prevention and treatment of mental and neurological disorders and their related associated disabilities, use of mental health technology to improve general health services, application of these mental health principles in total national development of quality of life. So what are the objectives? These are all the objectives: to improve mental health for all, particularly to the vulnerable and underprivileged sections of population. So I told you na, risk factors: unemployment people, broken home people, job dissatisfaction people. Those are all the vulnerable group and underprivileged group of the population. For those people, we have to improve their mental health conditions and to encourage application of mental health knowledge in general health care and in social development. As usual, I told you already, and to promote the community participation in mental health services for the development and to stimulate efforts towards self-help groups in the community. These are all the main objectives. And what are all the strategies? How the strategies will be implementing? So integration of mental health with primary health care. So at the primary health care level also, you will get a the mental health services and the provision of tertiary care institutions and eradicating stigma in the society towards mentally ill patients. That's how the strategies will work out. Eradicating the stigma of stigmatization of mentally ill patients and also protect their rights through regulatory institutions like central mental health authority and state mental health authorities. In the same way, district health level also. So what are all the components related to district mental health program? This slide is very important. What are the components of a district mental health program? That is training programs of all workers in the mental health team or the identified nodal institute, then public education regarding mental health to increase the awareness and to reduce the stigma, and for early detection, early diagnosis and treatment for the vulnerable group, and providing valuable data and experience for the future planning and improvement in services and research. These are all the components in a district mental health program. Training programs for all the workers, public education for early detection and treatment of the vulnerable group, and providing research data for research purposes. So these are all some things. I mean, what do you call that? Some importance given to this national mental health program in different 5-year plans. And one of the important is in 10th 5-year plan, district mental health program has been enlarged on the modernization of mental hospitals in order to modify their present custodial. So what is the tertiary care center in our state for mental institution for mental health? ఏంటి మన స్టేట్ లో ఉన్న టెర్షరీ కేర్ హాస్పిటల్ ఏంటి ఫర్ మెంటల్ హెల్త్? ఎనీవన్? ఓకే, ఇన్ కంబైన్డ్ స్టేట్స్ ఆఫ్ ఏపీ అండ్ తెలంగాణ. వాట్? కనుక్కొని చెప్పాలి మరి నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో. And enhancing the psychiatric of the medical curriculum at the undergraduates as well as postgraduate level, strengthening the central institutes and state institutes along with the district level also, for the research purposes also, for research purpose also, the mental health education is very important for us. Clear? This is regarding national NMHP and DMHP. So that's it regarding all the things related to mental health. Andru attendance petara?
Yes, sir.
Energy ivala date ఎంత నాన్న? 7th 16 కదా?
16 sir.
చదవాలి, మీరు చదవాలి. అసలు మీరు ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఇవ్వట్లేదు, మీకు ఎంతవరకు అర్థమవుతుందో తెలియట్లేదు.
కాలేజ్ రీఓపెన్ ఎప్పుడు సార్?
కాలేజీ రీఓపెన్ మరి మీ అథారిటీస్ మీకే ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేయాలన్న, మాకైతే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏం లేదు స్టిల్ నౌ.
అంటే 15 days ముందు చెప్తారా సార్? ఎలా సార్?
ముందే మనకు దీని నుంచి అయిపోయింది. మనకు యూనివర్సిటీ నుంచి ఆర్డర్స్ రావాలా బాబు, యూనివర్సిటీ నుంచి ఆర్డర్స్ రావాలి. యూనివర్సిటీ నుంచి ఆర్డర్ వస్తే తీసుకోవడానికి ఉంటుంది. సరే, అందరూ అటెండెన్స్ పెట్టారు కదా? ఓకే,
పెట్టారు
సో
సార్.
టేక్ కేర్ ఎవ్రీబడి, read well and take care of your health also and your parents health also, your relatives health also. అందరూ జాగ్రత్తగా చూసుకోండి, అందరూ జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండండి. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ ద క్లాస్. ఓకే, యూ కెన్ లీవ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. బాయ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. బాయ్ సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. టేక్ కేర్. మా శ్రీవేణి గారు